Okay, so this is a Ram 2500 Powerwagon of the year is 2020. And I'm gonna do a walkthrough of the car. We're gonna kind of go around it, talk about it, all the different features, modifications, options that there are. So like I said, this is a Ram 2500 Powerwagon, crew cab. The year was 2020. That's when I bought it, July of 2020. It has about 70,000 miles on it. No accidents, clean record. It's actually in really good conditions. I'm gonna go start with the front, and then I'm gonna basically walk around. So some of the mods that we have in the front, we have so first of all, we have a winch. That's not a mod, that comes standard. All right, the truck comes with a 12,000 pounds Warren winch. It's really nice. And you can plug it here. All right, that's your plug for your winch. And then the remote is in the car. Now here we have a Randy Ellis bar. This is really solid. This is made in Arizona, actually. And it attaches to the hooks. On the Randy Ellis, I have 4 lights. I have 2 LP9 amber and 2 LP6 white. So Baja design lights, very nice lights. They're connected inside with the S-Pod, and I'll show you exactly how that works. Let's go around a little bit. All right, so this is a gas car, okay? Gas engine, 6.4 liter. The color, by the way, is Delmonico red, if you're asking. So let's look at the suspension. I have some. This is a Carli Pintop set of suspension, which is also very good. Gives you a really nice ride. This makes this car an off-road beast. You can really go everywhere with that. Most trucks you won't be able to go in some difficult, challenging places, but this truck you can, because it's got a disconnecting sway bar, and you can really turn this thing into a literally like a crab. And it can crawl. I've never done rock crawling. I'm not into this thing, but I've tested this car in some off-road, and it's really it's just a breeze. And so those suspensions make it really easy to go in some places. So I only did a little bit of overlanding with this. I didn't use it on I didn't want to use it on crazy terrain. I didn't want to take the risk, but wherever I took it, it did flawlessly. Now the wheels, I have metal wheels here. I believe it's a black matte color. I think the reference, is the 405, the 403. I would have to look at it. The tires are amazing. These are TOYO. These are the new tires. I bought them about a year ago. A year or 2 years ago, I forgot. 1 or 2 years ago. The tread is still really good. All right, I only have probably 15 or 20,000 miles on them. These are favorite, and so that's their RT Trail. Okay, the RT Trail, it's a really good tire because it's a pretty good tread, and it's very quiet on the road. It's not annoying. You don't hear the buzzing, the whizzing on the road, and they're still really good looking, and they're good on the trail. And it's a 37-inch. Keep in mind, I haven't trimmed here, so there's a little bit of rubbing. You might want to do some trimming. I think it's in the back, actually. Okay, so going around, let's go up a little bit. Here I have some Rhino-Rack. I have a Rhino-Rack essentially on the main rooftop, and I have some Baja design side lights also connected on my S-Pod. I'll show you. This is for the antenna. I have it here. It's not plugged in, but I have the antenna for the ham radio. This is a cell booster on a Rhino-Rack. It's the one that everybody buys. It's very good. It's connected also to the S-Pod. All right, before I get to the back, let's talk about the inside real quick. So here's the command center. So I always carry some bear spray here. This is an extinguisher, just in case. The bear spray is for crazies at gas stations. It's not necessarily for bears. There's no bears where I live. yeah, so that's the command center. Let's kind of hop in. The leather seat, Powerwagon. It's in very good condition. I mean, as you can tell, the car is in very, very good condition for the mileage. I really took good care of this baby. It's got all the recalls. I mean, I take it to the dealership. The dealership takes care of it. All the little things that needed to be fixed over the time have been fixed. I've replaced, brake pads, and I get my oil change every 3,000 to 4,000 miles. So regularly, the differentials have been checked. I mean, it's got all the dealership suggestions have been met by the dealership. Or I don't mess around with that. This car gets worked by the dealership. Now the modifications have been done by professional shops in Arizona and Oklahoma, mostly Arizona. There's a good shop in Scottsdale which did some of the mods. They do a terrific job. Those guys are real pros. So here I'm gonna have my S-Pod. All right, so that's how I'm gonna control, and I'm gonna have my arms. They're connected here. They're very solid. They don't jump around. And here I'm gonna have my all right, so I have my what I call my work light. They're gonna be my side light that I just showed you. So I have two on each side. These are my amber lights in the front, and these are my white light in the front. So if I turn them on, you can see. All right. The rock lights are at the bottom. These are good if you're going camping in the desert or in the dirt, and at night you don't necessarily see what's on the ground. If you want to avoid stepping on a rattlesnake or anything like that, you can just turn the rock lights. And these are lights that are, you can't see here because it's bright, but they're little lights that are under the carriage of the car, and they basically light up the floor. It's an amber color, so it's not it's not aggressive, but it's just really nice when you're camping to actually light up the floor. You can kind of see what's happening. This is my ham radio. All right, so again, classical Yaesu ham radio. I think that's a 50 watt, I believe. That's the one that everybody gets. Here I'm gonna have my my big screen. Okay, so the mic for the radio, for the ham radio, is gonna be here. That's gonna be your mic. The computer for the radio is gonna be under that seat. It's bolted to the floor. And then under this seat, we have the computer for the what I mean by computer is basically the box. It's not really a computer, it's just a box. Under this seat, we have the one for the cell booster. And by the way, the cell booster gets turned on by clicking here. It doesn't have a sticker on it. I have a black view camera, which is, I have a front and back. This thing is incredible. It records the front of the car and the back of the car, and it gets charged when the car runs. But when the car is not running, I have a backup here. It's not a backup. It's a battery, which I believe lasts for 3 days. So it basically, the way it runs is it charges the battery when the car is driving. And when you turn off the car, the battery will last for 3 days. And so you can have 3 days of continuous recording of whatever happens in the car. So if you're parking in a space and you don't know what's happening, or you're worried, you can definitely use that. And then you can have one of their subscription, and you can access there's a SIM card inside. You can access the footage and the live stream on your phone anywhere you are. It's really cool. It's not the most user-friendly thing, but it's the best one on the market by far. It's the Black View. This thing retails for with the battery pack. This thing retails for $1,300 new. So what else do I have here? Not much. I mean, just a regular compartment. Everything works flawlessly. This is your stick shift for the 4x4. Here you have a disconnected sway bar, front and rear, and you can kind of play with all of that. Let's take a look here. So here you're gonna have, it's actually better from the back, sorry. So the back you can tell it's in very good condition, the front and the back. I mean, there's very few people actually have sat here. I have a little bit of a mark here from a car seat, but that goes away. And here you have compartments, you can put stuff here. I have those very nice military style pads. or you can put have a first aid kit. You can put some have a car trash here. Here I have some little boxes. Here you have your AC plug. So this is your 15-volt plug. Under the seat, like I said, you have this, I don't know if you can see this red box over there. That's the box for the sail booster. And then in the other seat, sorry, let's open this one. Here you're gonna have the box. You can tell here it's bolted, the box for the ham radio. That's a little additions. That's very nice. A car trash, if you're having a can of soda or anything, you just toss it here, and in here there's more boxes, more compartments. I have Maxtrax on the rooftop that are bolted. Okay, that's pretty much it for the front. Now let's talk about the back a little bit. Let's start here. So that's your PCOR. You probably heard about this thing. PCOR Camper makes that. Here in the back you have your Carli Pintop shocks. And let's talk about the PCOR. So the PCOR is, if you want to get all the specs, you should go on their website, Patriot, Camper, PCOR. You get all the specs. This obviously is pretty cool. This is there's a flat bed, and then on the flat bed there is a canopy. I'll just start from the. Here you get your water pump, so you can put. I think this thing can take 100 liters of water. It's like 25 gallons of water. Tank, and then there's a faucet at the back. I'll show you later on. Here you have some lights, pretty cool little lights. Here you have your. All right, so that's the that's how it closes. So it opens like that. The hinge on this one is a little bit challenging to open, but that can be fixed. Of course, there's gonna be, if you go off-roading with this thing, you're gonna have to learn to to work on it, to fix little things here and there. I had to replace the battery of this thing about a year ago. I put a nice lithium battery. So this has its own battery, which is plugged to the main battery. What happens is when the car runs, it charges the battery of this guy, but there is also a 200-watt solar panel on the top, which also charges this guy. So you get plenty of power here. Here you're gonna have your main control. You can control your interior lights, your 12-volt power. There's plenty of 12-volt powers here if you want to plug anything. And you can also control your fridge, which is on the other side. Here you have your inverter, so you can turn that thing on, and you can plug whatever you want, whether it's a computer or a I don't know. One of my trips, one guy brought a shake, something to make milkshakes. So he plugged in here, and they started making milkshakes for everyone, which was nice. Here you're gonna have your control panel. And it's going to show you, like, for example, right now it's getting solar, right? The car is off, so it's not getting anything from the car, but it's getting solar. It's getting 20.4 volts of solar charging this thing. Here you have your circuit breaker. Here you can use this main outlet to charge it. I've never used it. It's a I've actually never used it, but you can certainly try. Here you have a nice drawer, plenty of things in there. It's pretty wide, so it's great. Here you're gonna have some compartments. I just use it for storage. I store some extra oil, I store some tie downs, whatever. I should note also that this, so you see, like, for example, it's not, you need to push it a little bit. So, everything works flawlessly, but there are some things you need to kind of push a little bit. Or these, for example, I've noticed that over the time, the metal thing needs to be pushed back because of the way the closing system works. But again, this is no big deal. But this is going to be part of the, you have to learn to basically maintain this thing over the years, especially if you take it off-roading. That's kind of normal. It's very easy. For me, I've had it for 5-6 years now. Works flawlessly. But that's to be considered. I should note also that the central locking system connects to the PCOR. So whenever you use your key, that's really cool. So if you use the key to lock the car, okay, that connects the PCOR as well. So now that's locked and everything is locked. Okay, if you unlock the car, you hear it unlocks the PCOR. So you don't have to have separate locking systems. Here you're just gonna have some storage. Obviously the lights are really nice. They can also turn amber for the nighttime. You can change the intensity. Storage. Here you have another compartment. So that's gonna be your compartment. You're gonna have your compressor. That's the compressor. It's a very good. It's an ARB compressor. That's the plug for the compressor, and then the compressor turns on from the S-Pod. And here you're gonna have your water pump. This is something that I've had to replace, by the way. The old water pump just failed after 4 years, so I just replaced it recently. Okay, now going to the back, you're gonna have your spare tire here. It's very solid. It's a very good location. I love it having it here. That's the camera from the Black View dash cam that I talked to you about. That's just some extra fuel. One of my favorite features is this. This is awesome. This is a, I guess a drawer. You can put all kinds of tools in here. Very solid too. You can put some heavy stuff. So that's really cool. All right, in the bottom, you're gonna have your faucet. Okay, so you turn that on, and then there you go. And you have your water. What I do when I took my kids camping, I would plug a little hose in here and I would just kind of shower them. This was fun. I have some, I've never used them because I never had to, but I have installed some additional, how do you call that? They're basically like, they're like air suspension that can raise the car. So see those coils? Those coils are not the stock coils. These are what's called R2 coils. The car comes with the R1. I've installed the R2, so the shop had the R2 installed. These are the coils that are used on heavier duty trucks, like the diesel version. So they're just beefier, and we installed that because of the weight of the PCOR and everything, just so the car would be level. And it's really nice. It's actually really, really nice. And what I did is I installed those airbags. That's the word I was looking for. I installed those airbags, and they can be aired up using here. You can just plug in the air here. I've never used them. I've tried them. They work great. They raise the car. It's really if you're hauling some really heavy stuff, but the car is not heavy enough for those to make sense. So I've tried them. They work great, but it was kind of a useless installation. But they are here. They're still here, and they work great. And they, you can just inflate them from here. So that's to be noted. I also have a bar. This bar here that you see with those links is good because it prevents the car from swaying. So the car really doesn't sway at all. It's a very secure drive. It's a very nice drive. Okay, going back here, I have more compartment here. Here I usually put my my fuel. Okay, here I'm gonna have more storage that obviously connects to the other side, and that's the fridge. Oh, here by the way is you're gonna be your water level tester. So it's gonna tell you how much water you have in the compartment, so you know how much water you have left. That's the fridge. It's a little dirty, sorry, I have to clean it, but it was great. That's the freezer. All right. That's just some blueberries that fell. Here you have some additional USB and power. There's a lot of these kind of everywhere. Here's going to be your fuel tank. Here you can have some additional lights. Here more storage, some kind of storage that I just showed you. All right, here I have a Darchi Eclipse awning, really nice awning. Gives you a 270-degree coverage. If it's raining, it's really nice if it's raining. If it's too sunny outside, you want some shade, it's also really nice. I have a Rhino-Rack. And give me a second, I'm gonna climb and I'm gonna show you what it looks like. All right, so on top of the Rhino-Rack, you're gonna have, so that's the awning, that's the solar panel I talked to you about. That's an ARB solar panel. That's the little camera, hello. And that's the rack. The rack needs, I'll tell you right away, the rack needs some fixing here. And that's the one thing that I haven't fixed, I haven't taken the time. It's attached to the rail of the PCOR, but the rail of the PCOR, they're kind of coming off, and you basically need to change those guys. Okay, those little screws, they need to be basically upgraded or changed or whatever. I haven't done that yet. It doesn't, I mean, you can still go off-roading with that. I could easily fix that leg over there, but one leg came off. It's still very solid, but that's one thing you might want to do once you get it. Let me go back down. Okay, so now we're back down. So this car is registered in Arizona. It's located in Scottsdale. Here you're gonna have, of course, if you intend to tow, you can plug a camper or whatever you want to tow. Other than that, I think I pretty much did the whole thing. I'll show you the inside of the hood, so you can see it's pretty. It's quite a professional job that's been done over there. Okay, they are obviously these are not. These are basically trail marks. They can be taken away with waxing, but I mean, again, this is not what the car is meant for. But if you really want the thing to look flawless, you can. There's no really dings or there's no dents on this car. It's actually in amazing conditions. So that's a metal bumper here. Okay. All right. Inside the hood, you're gonna have the main thing you're gonna have is, well, you have the battery, of course. But you're gonna have this, that's the S-Pod. Okay. The wiring of the S-Pod, that's the circuit breaker for the battery. There's a couple of things that are wired to some of the fuses here. And then you have a couple links here that connect the PCOR to the main battery with a big 60, I believe that's a 60 amp. Sorry. That's a 60 amp fuse here. And then a couple of other things that plug in here. I'm happy to show you, walk you around, and kind of show you how the wiring has been done. This guy, that's for the S-Pods. It's really good work. Yeah. So, I don't have to sell every accessory that I have here, although it would be easier for me. I can take some of those accessories and then I can sell them separately. I would probably make more money like that, to be honest. I mean, I was looking at the lights. I mean, these go on eBay. Used $300 a piece, I think, or $350 a piece, if not more. So that's not bad. I mean, I could sell those two and just get $700 at least on those two. So yeah, I mean, I don't have to, although I think it's a really good package. It's up to you. You let me know. Thanks for watching. And if you're interested, if you're a serious buyer, we can obviously take a test drive, and then you know how to contact me. Thank you.